Yeah.
Hey, Saturday night, we're still dealing with her and her calf. She's pretty mopey. But look who we had in the oven.
Nice.
I'm so cute. Do you want to see my teepers?
Somebody asked how old you were, how his weight was.
Look at my teepers.
They're half covered, kid.
Well, they didn't look half covered earlier. Mommy will testify that.
So he is a little early.
He's about 60 pounds, 65.
Yeah, he's really light.
I kind of figured before he was, no more than 80 pounds, and Tice is always about 60.
He's light. He is not a heavy boy.
And y'all have seen calves in this thing before. He doesn't take much for a minute.
When you get him down there, I'll put this together.
And we're going to see how he stands up. His hind legs were kind of knuckled, but he's up on him pretty good.
We can check him in the morning.
He's on his toes on his right. Big stretch.
Oh, look at that.
I think we're going to leave his legs alone.
See what they look like in the morning.
Right.
Especially since the splints are still soaking after the last use. But, hey, little dude.
Oh,
So she slams it in there instead of taking it out of there.
sorry.
Hey, little dude. Hi. Say hello.
Hello.
So, anyway, he got a little...
Are we going to try to walk?
He got a little dex just because he was stressed so much anyway.
Daddy, you want to try?
And being he's early, that's a good thing.
He was already trying to nurse on himself earlier.
Already got all his
shots.
shots. We're just kind of trying to figure out if we're going to split him tonight or not. I think we're going to wait till tomorrow. But hopefully he figures this thing out because I don't want to hoop him.
I got a baba.
Let these two fight him.
Got open for me though.
Says, I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, what the hell is that?
I'd say he's a hungry boy.
Good boy.
He went right to sucking.
Oh, good boy.
I'm a chinizza.
Oh, good boy. Good
That's
boy.
like a 1 in a million right there.
Good boy.
He's all for it. I like that.
Oh, such a good boy.
And the reason he's getting him some powdered colostrum, earlier she had 0 milk. She got oxytocin to get the smooth muscles working, which also drops milk. And Ty checked her a few minutes ago, and she's got a little bit right now, but not much. Hopefully by morning that's changed. She don't feel good, that's for sure. And she's the one that had the abscess just ahead of her udder, and there's still a little bit of one there, but it's been draining. So then I kind of thought, well, it's been long enough since she's had antibiotics for her abscess that maybe, in the course of everything today and whatever else, maybe she's going septic. I don't know. So we took her temp, and her temp's still fine. So, and if they go septic, the temp will usually spike and then dump. Or the other way around, whichever way. It's either going to be high or low. As we found, they do go low with that other cow we had in here that was down. But in the meantime, all we can do is, do what we can for her. She got a few meds to help her, and she's got some grain over there with some molasses on it to give her a little more brain food. And some probiotic to help her guts, just because, why not? It's here. Dump it in there. Oh, hey, that's almost 4 minutes of your Sunday video. We can go back to the comedy for the remainder of the 4 minutes, right?
Boober, you gotta open your mouth.
There's 4 minutes. Well, I'll be. Good morning, baby. How are you? How's little Tahoe doing? Yeah, little Tahoe's laying there, and Mama's cleaned. At least partially. I don't know if that's all of it. Probably is. I'll be damned. Honest, I wish she looked last night. I didn't think she was going to clean. I know she was working at it, partially because we gave her something to help her do that, and partially because I could see the muscles rippling around. How you doing, Mama? She's not happy this morning. Let's turn to a happier mommy. How are you, Mama? Huh? Good morning, Mama. You gonna stop chewing your cud just to be on? There you go. And her baby spent probably all night there. That's where it was every time I saw. But he's been up and around a couple of times. And he's going to talk. Not real loud, but he's going to talk. So, anyway. Get everybody fed. I don't know that she needs much grain because we snuck her a little of the calves grain plus the clover pellets, a little probiotic, and a little molasses to try to perk her up last night, but she just did not want to put her head in the feeder. That was not on her list of things to do. But later, saw her on the camera, stuck her nose in just enough there to get some hay out. But she needs some groceries. And the rest of my fans, the ones that live here, they all came running over here. Well, most of them. They know I'm fooling until I get the buckets filled. And I don't see any morning babies yet. We have 4 in that group, 2 in that group. 3 are due sometime this month, supposed to be. And the other 3 next month. In the meantime, we are... Who asked you? In the meantime, we're... Like, this is the 9th. Easter's on the 9th this year, right? We're just a few days from turning the bulls out. Which, I don't believe they're going to be on pasture when we do it. And in order to make it so we really can, this pen's not so bad. And those who are still pregnant, or where is she? Hiding in the background. 617D. They will stay over here because we don't want 617D out of the boat right now. We don't know what's going on with her funky weird shape on the side, and I think she's done here. But anyway, the maternity pen over here and the calf barn needs to get cleaned out before we do it. Otherwise, the bull will get in here and probably not make it under the catwalk over there very well, especially if he's feeling a little frisky. And we need all of that room for what'll be over there. And we can't open the gates because the manure is too high. So with that, you got like 8 minutes of video total now. Last night's plus now. So I'm going to get some feeding done. Well, Ty's getting a bottle for him. We're going to give her a couple more things. See if we can get her perked up. And we shut the water off to this trough last night. If she's drank any, it's not more than a quart or 2, which is nowhere near enough. And the grain we gave her last night is still over there in the feeder. She's had a little bit of hay. We talked last night. Thailand said something about maybe giving her some Banamine, but not knowing if we might have ripped or torn something trying to get the hooves up. That's not what you want to do. Banamine is kind of like aspirin. It thins the blood a little bit. I mean, it's great for pain reliever and swelling reducer and fever reducer, but that's, comes along with territory, that kind of thing. And look at him get up. First time he was up was when Ty picked him up out of the warmer. And after he got back in here, that's how he's been getting up. And I can't say if he's eaten off mommy at all or not. I mean, he's pretty spry for this late in the morning for not having anything to eat yet. And Ty checked the cow. The cow don't want me anywhere near her. If I'm standing here, she'll put her head in the feeder and kind of nose around by her grain, but she's more covering it than anything. Like, oh, look, I must have ate it. You can't see it. But anyway, we're going to give her a half dose of Banamine this morning. See if that'll make her feel a little better, so maybe she'll start eating. And we know she hasn't felt good because, you know, she's had that was a big abscess on her belly. I mean, it was like 2 basketballs when Ty first saw it. And it burst itself before we got to it. Part of the thing with her nose and her grain is it's the good grain the calves get, plus what the cows are getting with some probiotic in it. And some molasses on top because we were, you know, trying to give her a little brain food. Easiest way to get some sugar in her. She'll probably eat around the molasses because she don't know about it. I mean, even though it's in the calf's grain, but yeah, hopefully she'll actually eat it up now. Looks like she's just eating the edge, staying away from the stuff she really needs in her. But Ty's going to mess with her and getting a bottle for the baby. Hopefully we get her perked up and get her given some milk. It's one of the biggies. If she don't milk, we got an issue. And we know she milks because she was a good cow last year, did a good job, otherwise she wouldn't be here. And that pair is going to go out here in a little bit. And if I was really, really good, because Ty kind of wants her in the lockups. We kind of cheat. If you got one you need to get electrolytes in, get a few big syringes full of some more or less heavily mixed electrolytes and get it down their throat. But I'm 99.999% sure that if I go over and I flip the lever for locking the lockups up, there's no way in hell I'm going to get around there to move the deal to lock her in. So, and unfortunately, he's going to sit there and try to suck for nothing at the wrong end. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know that he's getting much, but he finally made his way to the teats. This is actually the second time he's gotten back there, and we can hear him sucking good. That's one of the best things to get her to produce milk, is him eating. So, hey, there we go. It would help if she would lick her butt, but she's just still not herself yet. Make these girls happy today. Kind of found if we let them eat that feeder clear down to bare concrete, they don't waste it. If we put a bale in when it's still up there around the top of the tin, they waste half of it. And Ty was telling me that Becky was feeding a bottle to that new one, and now Becky's sneaking up behind me. The other thing I wanted to show you, we'll see if we can see it. If it'll focus in. The side hill over there, there's an old stump, middle of the screen, and just above it, you can see them. That's all ducks. I mean, we've always had ducks around, and we've probably had that many around, but I've never seen them grazing. They always end up in the water somewhere to eat. I've never ever seen them grazing on pasture, and this year we got this huge group, and that's all they're doing. So. Well, she's acting a little more like she should. She's still kind of lost. She didn't finish her grain. Just kind of covered it. But she ate maybe half of it. And he's doing good. He'll get another bottle tonight. He got a bottle this morning and was bebopping around, standing up good on his hinds. Ty's all worried he's got one hind leg with a bow in it. Well, that happens. Even if they don't go through what he went through, that happens. It'll straighten out in a few days. And we pretty much spent most of the day in the shop, cleaning tools up and taking a few more things apart. So, and it's the end of the day. They're fed, and they're pretty much all in the feed barn. Last one making her way out there now. Oh, there she is. with the calf right behind her, and stragglers hiding in here. So that's our Easter Sunday. I wanted to make sure I got as much stuff as I could in that bin before morning, so I put another couple scoops full of stuff in it. And yeah, I just stepped in a hole. That one to be exact. Well, don't see anybody look like they're going to do anything tonight, but God knows. The wind right now and the rain right now, this is supposed to be nothing compared to tomorrow. And it's been pretty shitty most of the afternoon. That's one reason for being in the shop. But anyway. They always like to go down to that end. Mainly because Mama wants to be down there because she can see everybody else. Ty's trying to get her to bring him back up to this end because it's a lot better protected. At least the wind isn't hitting right through that door, which it sometimes does. So, anywho, there's Mr. Tahoe.
There you go.
And his mommy. And if she was feeling herself, she would have told Rainey to get out of there. So, more concerned about her because she, we know she had an infection, so we're keeping track of her temperature. Especially after having a calf. God knows what could have happened around that infection. She could have got a tear in the wrong spot, and that infection could be in there just finishing her off, which I hope not. Anyway, hope you all had a happy Easter. Hope everybody has a great Monday. Thanks for watching.